Hey Frank, what can you tell us about this car?
I can tell you that it's a 1952 Hudson Wasp. The Hornet is very famous. People know about the Hornet. This is a Wasp, which means it's got 40 cubic inches less than the Hornet 308. It's a 262, and it has a 5-inch shorter wheelbase. This is a Super Wasp. This is fully equipped. It has every option that you could get on a Hudson at the time. Beautifully built, great road car. These cars are engineers' cars. They're just beautifully built, high-quality automobiles, great road cars. Hudson owned NASCAR in 1952. This is a 52. They won 17 out of 24 NASCAR races in 1952. They are beautiful road machines, and we like to tell people about them because a lot of the young people don't know about them. Kids know them actually from the movie Cars, Disney movie Cars, and Doc Hudson was a very popular character. And when we take this to a show, kids line up, they'll sit in the seat and get their picture taken. You know, come get your picture taken with Doc Hudson. You could argue in 1952 that this Hudson could have been one of the very best assembled, engineered, and designed cars of 1952. The Europeans hadn't gotten their feet back under them after World War II. And you look at this car, this Hudson, you look at the quality of the metal, the chrome, and everything you touch in this car. Every knob, every button, every control is beautifully engineered. There is nothing generic about it. And there is not anything that General Motors, Ford, or Chrysler did that was better than what's going on with this Hudson right here. It has a perimeter frame. The frame is here. So you are not sitting on top of the frame. You step down and around the frame. The step-down design came out in 1948, and we've had this car for a number of years. It's been restored, and it is exactly the way it left the factory in 1952.
Hey Frank, can we take it for a drive?
Let's go. You're going to love it.
Okay.
You are going to love it.
Super.
Yeah, in terms of build quality, materials, engineering, roadworthiness, this is one of the finest cars you could buy anywhere in the world in 1952.
So where did they manufacture these Hudsons?
These are Detroit, Jefferson Avenue. Hudson was the name of the gentleman who put up the money to start the company. A man named Roy Chapin and one other engineer founded the company, and a man named Hudson, who owned department stores, put the money up and invested to start the company. That company is still in business now. It's Target. That
Really?
was originally E.L. Hudson Corporation.
I had no idea.
Yeah, so they gave him the name because he put up the money. In the late 20s, it was the 4th largest car builder in the country.
How long did Hudson manufacture cars?
They merged with Nash in 1954, and that became American Motors. AMC went until 87 when they were bought out by Chrysler. But what we want to promote, or what we want to talk about, is for the younger people. A lot of people don't know what a Kaiser automobile is or a Packard automobile. And it's a great hobby. It's a lot of fun. It's very rewarding. And it's a way to get into the hobby and not spend a bunch of money. Plus, you can have a very unique vehicle. It's not a Tri-5 Chevy, no offense. It's, a unique car that can be uniquely your own. And you can also preserve the history. And what's a little alarming or concerning to me is just a lot of young car people that have no idea what a Studebaker is, have no idea what a Hudson is. And they're very important in our automotive heritage.